So today I'm going to show you all the AI tools that I use to create this awesome open pop for my new client here, Window Genie, where I turn my good friend Brad here into a genie. Let's watch that one more time here. Multiple AI tools used, and
Hi, Oakland County. My name is Brad Fusel.
pretty fun. Instead of just him standing in the driveway by his truck, I decided, hey, let's add a nice pop to the first, 3 to 5 seconds of this video to get people's interest and just show a little bit of editing flourish. And this is something that I could not have accomplished if it were even months ago. So I used multiple tools today. I used ChatGPT, I used Kling start and end frame, and most importantly, I used Google Flow's Toolmaker to turn my client into a genie. So let's go step by step here. So originally here I have, my buddy Brad standing in his driveway by his truck. And I said, you know what? I want to start this clip off with him in, in an actual genie bottle, and then animate a start and end frame of him and then him into a genie. So let's then take it even a step back. How the heck do I go about turning him into a genie? So what I did was over in Google Flow's custom tool makers, you have your tools right over here and you have your My Tools, and you can create your own tool just based on a prompt. So I have my own Genie transformation maker. So I'm actually going to show you guys how this works really quick. It's pretty cool. So we've got the video. So I've already uploaded this one of Brad talking. It's, the 5 to 8 second world. All right. This Genie form wasn't here originally. I actually had to ask for it over here. I said, hey, I want something more like a genie tail instead of 2 legs. Can you help modify the tool? And it says, yes, absolutely. Let me give you an ethereal tail as an option as opposed to just the baggy pants. So that was a really cool thing. And then I said, oh, I want to toggle the output quality, to get the full 1080. It helped me with that. And then it said, oh, I wanted a square. Also another one. Oh, it didn't update with that one, so that's fine. I still have my aspect ratios that I want here with the 16:9, 9:16. So, all right, we can choose what color is the aura that's coming off of him. So he's got a purple shirt on. Let's go with emerald green. Ambient smoke. Let's make it full magical. Let's turn this float height up a little bit. Output mode detailed 16.9. And we're actually going to turn this little video into him, and I like how clever it is where it says grant video wish. I didn't program any of this. Google understood what I was going for. And so if I click this and then it says Genie transformation, even consulting the lamp. I mean, how cute is that? Just that it's understanding the assignment and that I'm trying to make a genie and it's being fun with it. So we'll come back to that in a little bit. I'll show you kind of how that output looks. Hopefully it's a good output. But as you could see here from some of the previous iterations that I had, it was a super good output. So I did a few different ones. I had this green one. I ended up, I think, going with the gold one at the end of the day. But a lot of these things like this Batman one right here, these are all just tools that I've made here in Google Flow Tools to be able to edit these videos. So this is kind of that next level of thinking to where it's like, no, I don't need to make a new video. I just need to edit the one that I'm currently working on and have it work for me. So that's pretty exciting and fun. So, all right. So what I did then is once I had a really good output that I liked from it, I grabbed the start frame of that and then went into Kling, and I have my start frame here where it's the genie, and then the end frame, so it's the lamp, and then the end frame there is the genie. And then I was able to animate that first 5 seconds to, show the smoke coming out of the lamp. And I even asked for golden smoke because he's got golden legs. You might as well make it all match. So that's how I was able to get that kind of start frame going. But then past that, to watch the original video that we did here, I've got that. And then I didn't want it to be distracting by having the genie scene on too long. So I actually kind of made it transparent and put it over the original scene.
Hi, Oakland County. My name is Brad Fusel.
To make his legs show up here in a tasteful way.
Myself.
So that way the message comes out and it's not distracting, but a really cool way to have an opening scene pop there. And it's just a way to have a workflow. Oh, by the way, to get the images, I went on over to ChatGPT and said, all right, I've got him here as a genie. I want, him removed from the image, and I want a lamp, in that same driveway. I said, all right, cool, but turn it around and have it facing this way. And that's how I got my start frame, was by using ChatGPT to initially manipulate the start frame that I was dealing with. So kind of step one there, and then went on over to Kling, made that start to end frame, add in my Google Flow video. And then, here's the one that we just made together with that float height. We had a magical level of ambient smoke. So the smoke is really, really high. So, a couple things that maybe the colors are a little bit more subdued, and, After Effects, you maybe got to brighten it up from the original one here. But what a cool, different thing you can make here. And the fact that in Google Flow, you can go through and, I did a Batman suit thing where I could take any clip and I can actually choose which style spat suit you put on these things, or the people or whoever's in these examples. I've got an apocalypse looking one. I've got one that actually will even edit lips or teeth or braces in a clip, so it's just a different way of thinking about editing a video rather than having to recreate a brand new one from the scratch. So please let me know your thoughts in the comments. What kind of ways could you use these tools in your creative workflow? I know they've ended up in my creative workflow quite a bit. And yeah, give us a like and subscribe. And we're two creative guys talking AI.
Thank you for watching. I'm Brian.
And I'm Rosh.
And if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, what are you waiting for?
And if you want to hear more about AI for the creative, check into the Creative AI Show every Monday on this YouTube channel, as well as your favorite podcast location,
where we're two creative guys talking AI.